It's a hot summer day at Northern Lights Wildlife Shelter.
Let's go. Up, up, up.
Volunteer Sally Jacobs gives the bears some relief from the heat.
When it's as hot as it is, the bears all kind of like to have a dip.
Two of the larger bears at the shelter, Sus and her brother Gregor, like to hog the tub.
So Gregor and Sus, they're all pretty bold. And they soon became two of our biggest bears. Hey, sweetie.
One of the smaller yearlings, named Chinook, has found a different way to cool off.
Chinook prefers the muddy ponds that we have instead. And likes to kind of bathe herself and wallow.
For the past 6 months, Sally has kept a very close eye on Chinook.
He's like my favorite just because she had to battle through her own little story.
Last fall,
What happened?
somehow, most of the flesh was torn off Chinook's rear paw.
These are kind of toast.
She was down in the hospital for quite a few weeks. Hey, Chinook.
Chinook ended up having 3 of her 5 toes removed.
Come on, Chinook.
Sally oversaw Chinook's care throughout the winter and became very protective of the little female.
4 times a day, I was going up, checking she had everything that she needed. And I'm going, okay, I need to keep my distance. But when a bear is that compromised, you can't help but get attached. I like her a lot.
Chinook adapted well to using half a paw. But as her release date nears, Sally has a new concern.
She's not as confident as she used to be.
The 2 bossy siblings, Gregor and Sus, are always picking on little Chinook.
She gets along with most of the bears around here, but she's pretty small. And the bigger bears do kind of boss her around.
Before releasing Chinook back to the wild, Sally wants to see her stand up for herself.
Chinook.
To get Chinook out from under and ready for release, Sally has a plan for the 2 bigger siblings.
I want all the bears to get released, but Gregor and Sus, they need to be released first.
Open the gate!
And there's a bunch of kids out there.
Bear boot camp.
It's time for the bossy bears, Sus and Gregor, to be released. With Angelica away, instead of tranquilizing the bears,
Oh, good stuff.
the Northern Lights team will try drawing the yearlings into transport boxes baited with salmon.
We opted to just encourage them into the transport boxes.
Gregor is first to be lured by the smell.
You ready?
Okay. Yes! That's one.
Sus is holding back. So Kim tries another bear favorite, dog food.
Yeah, it's okay. Come on.
With Sus, she's a pretty smart bear. So unfortunately, she read pretty well into the situation and had seen her brother be caught in the transport box.
Come on, sweetheart.
No matter how tempting we made it, Sus did everything in her power to make sure that she wasn't going into that box.
Grab some rakes so you have an extension.
Eventually, time crunch pushed us to amp up the pressure a little bit.
Push a little bit. There you go.
She started stressing out. You could see confusion in her eyes, looking at us like, guys, what do you want from me? I don't get it.
Come on.
I don't think she really feels safe in there.
Okay, just wait a minute.
To avoid overstressing Sus, Tanja devises a new plan.
I finally made the decision to bring in a catch pole, which is by far our last resort.
Easy.
But we needed to get these bears out.
I know.
I know. Jesus.
Come on.
At Northern Lights Wildlife Shelter,
Come on, sweetheart.
Tanja Landry is trying to steer a yearling named Sus into a transport box.
She started to literally pull the tin off the side of the walls. They might not even look like huge bears at this point, but there is all muscle there. You got lightning on the end of your pole.
I know.
To prevent choking Sus,
Hey, Chaz, you'd be willing to put your paw through there for me?
Tanja tries again to safely loop the catch pole around Sus's neck and front leg.
Jesus. Putting the catch pole on her was, to put it lightly, a challenge.
Come on, sweetheart. Okay. I got her. This time not. This time not. In.
Okay, slider!
Tanja is a little worse for wear,
She definitely gave me a good run for my money there.
but Sus is safely in the transport box.
I'm sorry.
She's eating a fish.
She certainly didn't take it poorly at all. It took her about 2 minutes to just really relax. So makes me feel a little bit better and maybe a little less guilty.
Sus and her brother Gregor are finally ready to go back to their home territory for release. Sus is first to go, followed by her brother Gregor. In a bear pen next to the main enclosure, Sally spreads out greens.
Good? Yeah.
To test whether her shy little yearling Chinook will stand up for herself.
I really wanted to make sure that she's adjusting well and not panicking too much. Chinook came out of her shell. Her first instinct is to climb as high as possible.
On the high platform, Chinook immediately challenges a bigger bear for the top spot.
It was amazing to see this tiny bear that couldn't really do too much fight her way back.
Chinook has proven she's ready to be released.
Time!
Yeah, she's out.
Sally's big day arrives. It's time for her to release Chinook
sure?
along with 4 other bears.
She is 78.
Veterinarian Janie Kluwer loads the sedation for each yearling.
Thank you, ma'am.
You are welcome.
Time. Next one. Next. Hi, sweetie.
The last bear up is Sally's favorite, Chinook.
Time.
Looking at me like, you did this.
Sally's looking forward to getting on the road with Chinook.
I put a lot of hours into this bear. I definitely need to see her go out there.
But as she's about to leave with the bears,
We have a bit of a problem.
Tanja learns an injured fawn is arriving at the shelter.
Maybe if Janie's still here, she can have a quick peek.
What do you got coming in?
A deer with 2 broken legs. Sounds like it was disced.
Disced?
Yeah.
Dear God.
Yeah.
The fawn was struck by one of the discs on a farmer's plow.
Hey, sweetie. I'll go take her inside and...
And actually, we can just do this, right?
Yep.
Okay, okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, yeah. Okay. Deer are a prey species. They're a flight animal. Flight animals have to have all their limbs functioning really well. So if there's a complete gimpy leg, then they can't be released. This one's all lined up. The front limb, I don't think is an issue. It felt like it was well aligned. All right, I'll have a look at the back one. This one's an overriding. The back leg, the break is very close to the joint.
Is it just the bone that shattered, or did the joint shatter?
The joint is good.
Anytime an animal comes in with those types of injuries, it's never a good prognosis.
Odds.
50-50.
His prognosis isn't stellar, but he deserves a chance.
Okay, if it's 50-50, then we try. Come on now, come on, I know.
Okay, so we'll do this one first.
At Northern Lights Wildlife Shelter, vet Janie Kluwer and Tanja Landry are trying to save a fawn with 2 broken legs.
Oh, that hurts, hey?
Usually, hooved animals get put down when they break their legs.
All right, my baby. All right.
So for this fawn to come in with 2 broken legs was definitely a big concern for us.
With the fawn's front leg wrapped,
Well, I'll grab her. How about that? Okay.
they now need to pull apart the overlapping break in the rear leg to realign the broken bone.
Cute.
Pink and purple, you're gonna be my kid's favorite.
All right, Kim. Okay, and yeah, grab up here because I'm gonna come up here and pull your hands apart. Sorry, baby, I know. Wildlife work, it can be heartbreaking. Pull. No, I know. My one thought is if you don't try, if you put everything to sleep, you never know if it works.
I know that hurts, hey, baby?
You gotta balance that with being fair to the animal. Yeah, you don't want them to suffer. Sorry. I know. Atta girl. Sorry. I'm so sorry. All right. We're good. We are good.
Oh, you are a little fighter, aren't you?
Considering how much pain he was probably in, I was really impressed with how much he was willing to show us that he was going to fight for his life.
We try as long as you try. How's that sound?
That kind of pushes us into fighting harder for the animal.
The broken bone is reset, so the leg gets a final wrap.
Okay, thank you. All we can do is the best we can. and cross our fingers.
Late that afternoon,
Look at all this willow.
Tanja and Sally search for a release site for Chinook and the other 4 bears.
There's a stream down there.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice, right?
Yeah.
There's tons of food here. It's a really nice spot. Okay, kids. Here we go. Here he comes.
One by one, the bears make a break for it.
Come on. Come on.
But Chinook takes her time.
Right.
It was amazing to see her actually take her first few steps. She was so relaxed. It was exactly what I expected from her. She'd kind of just look around and kind of take in her space. Eat some horsetail.
As soon as Chinook finds food, so do the mosquitoes.
There were so many mosquitoes. She has to stop and scratch her butt. Yeah, I think that was the only downside to the release site.
Chinook leaves the bugs behind and heads for the trees.
I'll go see if I can get some pictures.
But Sally's not quite ready to say her final goodbye.
I kind of became a bit obsessed with this bear. I can't help it. I put a lot of heart into this bear. I definitely needed to see her out in the wild again, where she's meant to be.
Back at the shelter,
It's okay.
the fawn they've named Cain hasn't eaten much
My world is upside down all of a sudden.
and has yet to test out his splints.
He's pretty weak. Would be nice if he will suckle the bottle down, but try again later. Whether he pulls through or not, but let's give him the chance.
Late afternoon at Northern Lights Wildlife Shelter, volunteer Ellie prepares Cain's milk,
Hey, bud. Hey.
while Kim checks if he's ready to make a stand.
How's it going? Hey. Stand up. Ooh. A bit of movement. Hey, you want to lick the floor? Oh, no. Food first. Ooh, I got you, baby. There we go. Wow, he's strong too, eh? Yeah. Good job, bud. Looks like we won one battle. Good job. Look at that. Another walk. He's getting his strength back, and that's really good. And the will to live. Huh? Are you a fighter? Yeah? Are you a fighter?
In northwestern British Columbia, Sally is deep in the woods and still hasn't got her final look at her favorite yearling, Chinook.
She was obviously a lot faster than I anticipated. She managed to hide away pretty quick.
Hey, Chinook. Okay.
So it took me a good little while to find her.
Hey, sweetie. Okay.
High in the next tree is one of Chinook's big shelter mates. Little Chinook with her two-toed foot goes out on a limb to make her way towards the bigger bear.
She decided that this is going to be her top spot. And she proceeded to make sure she was above him and chase him down the tree. It was amazing to see there was this bear that had to really fight her way back to being healthy again, managed to claim her top spot. I'm happy. I got my one last goodbye, and yeah, she can go grow up to be a big bear. She's gonna do good.